What if I told you there's a simple, almost invisible thing in your house that could completely change the energy in your home and your life starting today? And the most shocking part, God Himself said to do it on January 7th, but most people ignore it and wonder why blessings feel delayed. Today I'm going to reveal the 5 places in your house where putting salt can bring protection, peace, and prosperity. This isn't superstition, it's spiritual strategy. Your home is a living space, a sacred space, and just like your body, it needs cleansing, shielding, and preparation for abundance. Imagine walking into your home and feeling a shift in energy instantly. Every room, every corner, radiating peace. That's what this practice does. The entrance of your home is far more than just a physical doorway. It is the threshold where the outside world meets your personal space, the line that separates the chaos of the streets from the peace of your sanctuary. Every person, every energy, every vibration that passes through that doorway has the potential to either lift your spirits or drain them. Imagine the entrance as a funnel, constantly channeling the world's influences into your life. The decisions you make regarding this space, the energy you allow to enter, are deeply significant. Placing salt at the entrance is not simply a symbolic gesture, it is a deliberate act of spiritual protection. Salt has been revered for centuries as a purifier and a shield against negativity. In a home, it acts almost like an invisible barrier. When positioned at your threshold, it prevents unwanted energies from lingering inside, ensuring that what enters your space nourishes rather than disrupts. The entrance is where first impressions happen, not just for guests, but for the energy that comes into your life. Each time you open your door, you are either welcoming blessing, abundance, and peace, or unconsciously allowing stress, anxiety, and tension to slip inside. Salt works in a subtle yet powerful way. It doesn't push away energy forcefully, but it transforms it, neutralizing any heaviness or malevolence before it can affect the rest of your home. People often underestimate how much the flow of energy at the entrance affects the atmosphere of their entire household. It is where your home's first layer of defense begins, and the act of placing salt there is like aligning your home with intention. Salt at the doorway is also deeply symbolic. It represents preservation, much like it preserves food, ensuring that the essence of your home remains untainted by negative influences. Every time you step over or past the salt, it's a subtle reminder of conscious living, a tiny daily ritual that reconnects you to the idea that your home is sacred. Spiritually, the entrance is associated with new beginnings. What comes in and what leaves has a direct impact on the quality of your relationships, your mental state, and even your opportunities. By placing salt at the entrance, you are making a clear, tangible statement. Only what is aligned with your highest good is welcome. Practically, this can be done in several ways. A small bowl of salt near the door, a line of salt across the threshold, or even sprinkling it lightly in the corners near the entry can all serve the purpose. Each method works because it introduces a deliberate point of focus and an element of purity right where it matters most. Beyond the spiritual aspect, this simple act encourages mindfulness. Every time you approach your doorway, you are reminded to pause, breathe, and reset before entering the space of your home. It is a moment to let go of the weight you carry from the outside world and to consciously step into a place of calm and restoration. The entrance, therefore, becomes more than a physical transition. It becomes a spiritual practice, a daily reinforcement of the intention you hold for your life and home. Salt here transforms a mundane act into a sacred one, allowing energy to flow in a protective, nurturing way, creating a buffer against whatever negativity might attempt to seep in. It ensures that the space inside your home remains a haven, not a conduit for stress or turmoil. And it quietly communicates that your home is a place where peace, abundance, and positive energy are actively invited. The kitchen is often called the heart of the home, and for good reason. It is the place where food is prepared, nourishment is created, and families gather to share meals and conversations. But beyond its physical purpose, the kitchen carries a powerful energy that directly influences the atmosphere and flow of your entire household. Every meal cooked, every ingredient handled, and every moment spent here contributes to the vibrancy and vitality of your home. It is a place of transformation, where raw materials are turned into sustenance. And in much the same way, it can be a space that transforms the energy of your life. Placing salt in the kitchen is an ancient practice that taps into this transformative power. Salt has long been regarded as a purifying and protective agent, capable of neutralizing negative influences while simultaneously attracting positivity. In the kitchen, this works on multiple levels. First, it safeguards the very source of nourishment for your body and your family. By placing salt in strategic spots, whether near the stove, on countertops, or in corners, you are creating a protective barrier that ensures the energy in the space supports health, abundance, and well-being. The kitchen is more than a cooking space. It is a magnet for abundance. Money, opportunities, and creativity often flow in tandem with the energy generated here. When negativity or stagnant energy is present, it can subtly disrupt not only the taste and enjoyment of meals, but also the overall atmosphere of the home. Salt acts as a conductor of positive energy, absorbing and neutralizing anything that may interfere with the natural rhythm of prosperity. Spiritually, the kitchen symbolizes provision and sustenance. Placing salt in this space is a symbolic affirmation that your home is a place where life-giving energy flows freely. It reflects an intention to honor the sacredness of the food prepared and the nourishment it provides, not just for the body, but for the mind and spirit. Practically, the act of placing salt is simple yet profound. A small bowl in a corner, a line along the countertop, or even a pinch near the stove are all ways to introduce this protective element. What makes it powerful is the combination of physical presence and conscious intention. Each time you pass the salt, it serves as a gentle reminder to approach your home, your meals, and your interactions with care and awareness. The kitchen also has a unique connection to creativity and energy flow. Cooking is an act of creation, and the energy in this space can either enhance or hinder that process. When you introduce salt, you are subtly influencing the flow of energy to be harmonious, balanced, and productive. The environment becomes one where ideas, opportunities, and nourishment all have space to grow and flourish. Additionally, the kitchen is often a gathering space where conversations, laughter, and planning occur. The energy here sets the tone for these interactions. By using salt, you create an invisible shield that keeps interactions positive, reducing the chance of conflict, frustration, or tension. It is a way of saying that your home is not just physically maintained, but energetically cared for. Beyond protection, it invites abundance. Salt in the kitchen symbolizes the flow of wealth, health, and happiness. It is an act of mindfulness, a conscious effort to align your daily routines with the intention of cultivating a nurturing and prosperous environment. Over time, this simple practice can subtly shift the atmosphere of the entire home, reinforcing the idea that nourishment, both physical and spiritual, begins at the heart of the house. The bedroom is unlike any other space in your home because it is where rest, rejuvenation, and intimacy occur. It is the sanctuary where the mind, body, and spirit are meant to recover from the demands of the day. Yet many people underestimate how the energy in their bedroom can affect their sleep, their emotional well-being, and even their overall sense of balance in life. Every night, you retreat into this space to restore yourself, and every morning, you emerge shaped by the quality of the energy you've allowed to permeate it. Placing salt in the bedroom is a spiritual practice that taps into this vital connection between environment and energy. Salt has been regarded for centuries as a purifier, a protector, and an absorber of negative vibrations. In the bedroom, it works in a way that is both subtle and profound. By placing salt near the bed or in the corners of the room, you are creating a protective layer around your personal sanctuary. This barrier does not merely shield you from physical discomforts, but also from unseen negative influences that can disrupt rest, clarity, and emotional balance. Sleep is essential not only for physical health, but for mental clarity and emotional regulation. Stagnant energy, lingering stress, or negative emotions can accumulate in the bedroom without our conscious awareness, even affecting dreams. Salt in this space acts as a natural cleanser, helping to neutralize any heavy or stagnant energy, allowing you to rest deeply and wake refreshed. The bedroom is also closely tied to relationships, intimacy, and personal connection. If the energy in the room is off balance, it can subtly affect the harmony between partners, reduce emotional openness, or create tension without a clear cause. By using salt, you are consciously inviting peace, emotional clarity, and protective energy, creating an environment where trust, love, and connection can flourish naturally. Spiritually, the bedroom is a place where vulnerability meets restoration. It is where we let go of control and allow our subconscious to process the day's experiences. Salt supports this by acting as a conduit for positive, stabilizing energy. It provides a quiet, constant reminder that this is a safe space, one where you are nurtured and shielded from external negativity. Practically, placing salt in the bedroom can be done in small but intentional ways: a bowl near the bedside, a sprinkle in the corners, or along windowsills to prevent disruptive energy from entering. What matters most is the intentionality behind the act. The salt becomes a symbol of protection and mindfulness, reinforcing the idea that rest and personal energy deserve attention and care. The bedroom is also a space of transition. You enter it at the end of the day and leave it at the beginning of a new one. Salt in this environment helps cleanse residual stress or worries from the previous day, ensuring you start each morning with clarity, focus, and a sense of calm. Beyond sleep and relationships, the bedroom is a reflection of your inner state. When energy is balanced, it fosters creativity, emotional resilience, and a sense of safety. By incorporating salt, you are not only purifying the space, but also consciously shaping the atmosphere to support your well-being. Over time, this simple spiritual practice can profoundly affect your life. It shifts the bedroom from being a neutral or overlooked space into a true sanctuary, a place where energy is actively maintained, restored, and aligned with your highest good, ensuring that every night spent there nurtures not just your body, but your spirit. Corners are often overlooked spaces in a home, but they are surprisingly significant when it comes to the flow of energy. Unlike open areas, corners are where energy tends to stagnate. They act like pockets where stress, tension, and negativity can gather unnoticed, gradually affecting the overall atmosphere of your living space. These invisible accumulations can influence your mood, your interactions, and even your sense of clarity and focus. This is why placing salt in the corners is such a powerful spiritual practice. Salt, with its purifying and protective properties, absorbs stagnant energy, cleanses the space, and restores balance. By intentionally placing salt in these often forgotten areas, you are addressing the subtle blockages that could be preventing peace and harmony from circulating freely throughout your home. The corners of a room also symbolize potential energy points. They are junctions where different forces meet and interact. When left unattended, they can amplify minor negativity and create tension that affects everyone living in the space. Salt acts as a neutralizer, quietly transforming these points from areas of stagnation into channels for positive, refreshing energy. Spiritually, corners are like mirrors of our inner lives. Clutter, chaos, or unresolved emotions often manifest in these spaces. By using salt, you are not only cleansing the physical corners, but also symbolically releasing the emotional or spiritual weight that may have accumulated in your life. The act of placing salt in the corners is an intentional step in reclaiming your environment and your inner peace. Practically, this can be done by sprinkling salt lightly in the corners of every room, using small bowls filled with salt, or even a subtle line along baseboards where walls meet. The effectiveness comes from the combination of physical presence and mindful intention. Every time you place salt in a corner, you are making a conscious decision to protect your home and maintain a flow of positivity. Energy, like water, moves best when it is not blocked. Corners that are stagnant can impede this flow, causing subtle but persistent discomfort or tension. Salt serves as a bridge, transforming these trapped energies into neutral or beneficial vibrations. Over time, this creates a home where energy circulates freely, supporting relaxation, focus, and overall harmony. The corners are also symbolic of hidden potential. They are spaces that often go unnoticed, yet they hold the power to influence the broader energy of your home. By cleansing and protecting them, you are unlocking possibilities for personal growth, prosperity, and peace that might otherwise remain blocked. Salt in the corners also serves as a reminder to pay attention to what is often ignored. It teaches mindfulness, encouraging you to care for even the small, overlooked areas of your life. This subtle practice reinforces the idea that protection, clarity, and abundance begin with intentionality. The corners of a home are quiet yet powerful points, influencing the rhythm and energy of every room. Salt acts as both a shield and a cleanser, ensuring that negativity cannot settle and that positive energy flows freely and abundantly. By addressing these points with care and intention, you are creating a home where energy moves harmoniously, supporting your well-being, mental clarity, and spiritual balance. Over time, this practice transforms the home into a living sanctuary, a space where every corner contributes to an atmosphere of peace, safety, and energetic alignment, silently but powerfully shaping the life within it. Before I dive into the 5 key places, hit that like button or share this, because this message could change someone else's home and life today. Windows are unique points in a home because they represent the connection between the interior and the exterior world. They allow light, air, and life to flow in, but they also create openings through which negative energy, stress, and chaotic influences from the outside can enter. Every time you open a window, even briefly, you are not just letting fresh air in, you are also creating a passage for unseen forces. Windowsills, in particular, are where the indoors meets the outdoors, and they act as gateways for the energy that surrounds your home. Placing salt on windowsills is a powerful way to manage this exchange, allowing the positive elements to flow in while neutralizing or blocking the negative ones. Salt is known for its protective and purifying qualities. When strategically positioned on a windowsill, it absorbs any stagnant or harmful energy before it enters your living space, helping to maintain harmony, peace, and clarity inside the home. This simple act transforms the window from being a potential vulnerability into a controlled point of energetic filtration. Spiritually, windows symbolize perception, opportunity, and openness. They reflect the way we interact with the world and the energies we allow into our lives. By placing salt on the windowsill, you are not only protecting your home, but also reinforcing your intention to invite only what is beneficial and aligned with your highest good. It is a conscious statement that while you remain open to blessings, you are also setting boundaries for what can influence your life. Practically, placing salt on windowsills can be done in several ways. You can use a small dish or bowl filled with salt, or even sprinkle a thin line along the edge of the sill. Each approach works because it introduces a tangible point of focus and mindfulness, reminding you daily that your home is a protected space. Windows are also crucial in regulating the flow of energy throughout a house. Positive energy like sunlight, fresh air, and warmth comes in through them, but so does noise, chaotic energy, and external tension. Salt acts like an invisible filter, preserving the beneficial elements while neutralizing the unwanted ones. Over time, this practice creates an environment where calm, clarity, and positivity dominate, rather than stress and disturbance from the outside world. Windowsills also influence the overall energy of the rooms they belong to. Rooms with unprotected windows can unconsciously absorb outside negativity, affecting mood, productivity, and even relationships. By using salt, you create a buffer that allows each room to maintain its intended energy and purpose. Spiritually, this is significant because it aligns with the principle that protection is not just about avoiding harm, but actively cultivating an atmosphere where blessings, abundance, and clarity can thrive. Salt on the windowsill reminds you daily to be mindful of what you let into your life, both literally and metaphorically, and to create a home where the energy inside matches your intentions and desires. The practice is subtle yet powerful. It transforms a simple architectural feature into a point of spiritual strategy, ensuring that your home is not only physically clean but energetically balanced. Each windowsill becomes a checkpoint where positivity is welcomed, negativity is neutralized, and the flow of life energy is carefully maintained. Over time, this simple yet consistent practice contributes to a home where energy, peace, and abundance move freely, allowing every person within it to feel protected, nurtured, and aligned with the best possible version of their life. Faith without action is often an incomplete experience, and action without faith can become hollow. The practice of placing salt in your home is a perfect illustration of the balance between belief and intentional behavior. Salt itself is not magical. It does not automatically protect, purify, or attract abundance by its mere presence. What gives this practice power is the combination of spiritual intention and deliberate action. When you place salt in a room, at a doorway, or on a windowsill, you are performing more than a simple physical task. You are making a conscious declaration that you are inviting positive energy into your home, while actively shielding yourself and your family from negativity. This combination of faith and action creates a unique energy dynamic. Faith sets the intention and provides the belief that transformation is possible, while action manifests that belief in a tangible, visible way. The act of taking salt and placing it intentionally in specific locations reinforces the mental and spiritual commitment you have to the well-being of your home. Without this conscious intention, the salt is just an inert substance. With intention, it becomes a vessel for purpose, a symbol of your awareness and mindfulness, and a tool to align your environment with your desired state of peace, harmony, and abundance. Faith fuels the process by creating trust in something larger than yourself, whether it is divine guidance, universal energy, or simply the power of focused intention. By combining faith with action, you participate in a dialogue with the unseen forces around you. Every pinch of salt placed is a statement of belief, a reinforcement of your desire for clarity, protection, and positive transformation. In practical terms, this might mean pausing before placing the salt, visualizing your home filled with light and positivity, or even speaking words of intention as you do it. These small rituals intensify the effect because they focus your mind and spirit on the purpose behind the action. Action without faith, in contrast, can feel mechanical or superficial. You might place salt around your home because someone told you to, but if your mind is distracted or doubtful, the practice loses its energetic impact. Similarly, faith without action can leave you feeling helpless or passive. Belief alone does not reshape the energy in your environment unless it is paired with deliberate steps that embody that belief. The true power lies in this intersection. Faith guides the action, and action expresses the faith. When you embrace both simultaneously, you are participating in an intentional creation of your environment and your experience. Beyond energy work, this principle teaches a broader life lesson. It reminds us that our intentions alone are not enough to shape reality. We must also act in alignment with those intentions. The salt becomes a bridge between your inner belief and your outer reality. Each placement is a tangible expression of your spiritual commitment, a small but profound practice in aligning thought, intention, and behavior. This is why, on days like January 7th, when spiritual traditions emphasize cleansing and renewal, combining faith and action is particularly potent. The timing magnifies the energy, and the intentional act of placing salt ensures that your home is not just physically clean, but energetically aligned with your aspirations for peace, protection, and prosperity. Ultimately, using salt with faith is a reminder that transformation begins with conscious choices. By connecting belief with deliberate action, you create a living environment that reflects and amplifies your intentions. It turns a simple material object into a powerful spiritual tool, demonstrating that what truly matters is the alignment of your heart, mind, and hands in shaping the space around you. Mindfulness is more than a practice. It is a way of living, a state of awareness where every action, thought, and environment is observed with intention and clarity. In our daily lives, it is all too easy to move through routines on autopilot, reacting to situations rather than consciously shaping them. Using salt in your home is a simple yet profound tool to cultivate mindfulness, because it transforms an ordinary, often overlooked act into a deliberate ritual of presence. When you take a moment to place salt in strategic locations, whether it's the entrance, corners, the kitchen, bedroom, or windowsills, you are performing a small but meaningful act that requires focus, awareness, and intention. This act is not just symbolic, it is a tangible reminder that the energy of your environment matters and that you have the power to influence it. Each time you handle the salt, you are brought back into the present moment, noticing your surroundings, your intentions, and your relationship to the space you inhabit. It forces you to pause, however briefly, and consider the flow of energy around you. The simple act of sprinkling salt becomes a meditative practice, one that bridges physical action with mental and spiritual awareness. Mindfulness through this practice is twofold. First, it cultivates an awareness of your environment and the subtle energies that may be present in your home. You begin to notice areas where energy feels heavy, stagnant, or chaotic. The act of placing salt is a conscious intervention, an acknowledgement that your space is alive with energy and that you have the ability to harmonize it. Second, it cultivates internal mindfulness. While placing salt, you reflect on the state of your mind, your emotions, and your intentions. You ask yourself, what energy do I want to bring into my home? What should I release? What intentions do I want to set for myself and my family? In this way, the physical act of using salt becomes inseparable from the mental practice of self-awareness. Over time, this repeated practice trains the mind to notice subtleties in both the physical and energetic environment. You begin to recognize patterns, not only in your home, but also in your thoughts and behaviors. It encourages proactive living, where you consciously shape the conditions around you rather than being passively influenced by external forces. The presence of salt in your home becomes a gentle cue, a signal that reminds you to pause and recalibrate whenever you notice tension, negativity, or distraction. This encourages a lifestyle in which mindfulness is woven into everyday routines, making spiritual and mental awareness part of ordinary tasks rather than something reserved for special occasions or formal meditation sessions. Moreover, mindfulness through this practice creates a feedback loop. As you observe the energy in your home, adjust it, and notice the results, you cultivate a deeper understanding of cause and effect, intention and consequence. You begin to see that your conscious actions, even small ones like placing salt, can influence the quality of your environment and your life. The practice also fosters gratitude and attentiveness. Every time you engage with this ritual, you are reminded of the sanctity of your home, the importance of protecting your space, and the power you have to nurture positive energy for yourself and those around you. In essence, using salt daily as part of your home environment becomes a subtle but consistent training in mindfulness, encouraging you to live with awareness, presence, and intention in every corner of your life. It transforms mundane spaces and tasks into spiritual touchpoints, cultivating calm, clarity, and an ongoing connection between your actions and your intentions. Every home carries energy, both visible and invisible, and just as you protect your body from illness, it is equally important to protect your personal space from negative influences. These negative energies can take many forms: the stress or anger of others, residual tension left behind from conflicts, environmental stressors, or even your own unresolved thoughts and emotions. Over time, such negativity can accumulate, affecting your mood, your mental clarity, and the overall atmosphere of your home. Salt is a simple yet incredibly powerful tool for addressing this. For centuries, it has been regarded as a purifier, a protector, and a stabilizer of energy. When placed strategically in your home, salt functions as a barrier against these invisible forces, absorbing, neutralizing, and transforming negativity into neutral or even positive energy. Protection against negativity is not just about keeping harmful energy out. It is about actively creating a safe, harmonious environment where you and your family can thrive. Every room in a home can act as an energy receptor, and corners, entrances, kitchens, bedrooms, and windows are particularly sensitive points where energy either flows freely or becomes trapped. Salt, when placed intentionally in these areas, acts like a filter, ensuring that what enters your home supports peace, prosperity, and clarity rather than conflict, stress, or disruption. The protective quality of salt is subtle but cumulative. A small bowl in the corner of a room, a pinch along a threshold, or a line on a windowsill does not immediately remove all negativity, but over time, it creates an environment where harmful influences have nowhere to settle. It becomes a continuous, gentle shield that maintains balance and harmony in the home. Spiritually, this practice reinforces the idea that protection requires both awareness and action. Negative energy often thrives in spaces that are neglected or where intention is absent. By actively placing salt, you are asserting control over the unseen forces around you, establishing boundaries, and inviting only that which aligns with your well-being. Practically, protection against negativity with salt also encourages regular reflection and awareness. When you commit to this practice, you are more likely to notice patterns of tension, repeated arguments, or sources of stress in the home. The salt becomes not just a shield, but a signal, prompting you to be attentive to the health of your living environment. Over time, this awareness allows you to address the root causes of negativity, rather than simply trying to mask or ignore it. The act of placing salt is deeply symbolic as well. It represents purification, preservation, and the assertion that your home is sacred and worthy of protection. Each grain of salt serves as a microcosm of your intention to maintain a safe and nurturing space. Beyond spiritual symbolism, the psychological effect is also profound. Knowing that you have taken deliberate steps to protect your home fosters a sense of safety, calm, and control. This sense of security allows residents to feel more relaxed, focused, and open to positive experiences, which in turn amplifies the protective effect of the salt itself. Furthermore, protection against negativity is about maintaining a consistent environment, not reacting only when problems arise. Salt placed intentionally and maintained over time becomes a routine practice that continuously reinforces the integrity of your home's energy. It acts as a silent guardian, constantly working in the background, neutralizing potential disturbances and ensuring that the space remains a haven rather than a conduit for stress or harm. In this way, salt is both practical and spiritual, physical and symbolic, simple yet profoundly effective. It reminds you that protection is an ongoing responsibility, that energy is alive, and that with conscious intention, even small actions can create a home where peace, positivity, and harmony prevail. In the end, this simple, ancient practice of placing salt in your home is far more than tradition. It is a deliberate, powerful act of intention. It reminds us that every space we inhabit carries energy, and that energy shapes our lives in ways we often overlook. From the entrance that greets the world to the corners that quietly collect energy, from the heart of the home in the kitchen to the sanctuary of the bedroom, and even the windowsills that connect us to the outside world, salt works as both protector and purifier. But the real power comes from combining action with faith, from bringing mindfulness into everyday routines, and from consciously choosing to protect your space against negativity while inviting abundance, peace, and clarity. Each pinch, each placement is a reminder that your home is sacred, that your environment reflects your inner state, and that small, consistent actions can shift not just the energy around you, but the energy within you. On January 7th, when the world speaks of renewal and spiritual alignment, this practice becomes even more potent. It's an invitation to pause, to act, and to intentionally shape the spaces you live in. And as you do, you create a home that is not just physically clean, but energetically vibrant, a place where peace, positivity, and blessings flow freely, quietly transforming the life within it.